Yesterday, Nina Turner was in, who is a member of the DNC. She's president of Our Revolution, and she is on the Reform Commission that was established after the last convention to take a look at things like super delegates, caucuses, closed primaries, and all those issues, which will be before the Rules and Bylaws Committee. Are you on that committee?
I am on that committee.
You're on that committee, and then before the full DNC. Have you had a chance to look at their recommendations are to cut super delegates by 60%. Have you had a chance to look at it yet, and how do you vote?
I did find this sort of amusing. I become a super delegate, and I may end up, my first action will be to cut my own powers. You know, look, I've had a chance to take a look at that. I'm not going to prejudge it until I have a chance to be briefed more fully on it. I think this is an important moment in the party's history. I mean, we've kind of gone from primaries, nominees being decided in back rooms to kind of a more open primary system post 68, 72, and I think it's appropriate. And then we kind of shifted back again. I think it's appropriate to find the right balances between primaries, caucuses, open primaries, closed primaries, super delegates, and so this is an important moment.
Do you feel that people who represent a state should have to follow the will of the people of the state? I mean, if California, let's say, votes for, name a candidate, right? Elizabeth Warren, right? Should their senators or elected officials be able to go off and say, no, we don't care about Elizabeth. We don't care what you think. You know, we'd rather support Sherrod Brown.
You know, it's an interesting thing because there are at-large members of the DNC who are elected through their state, and then there's 75 that are elected by the chair, including myself. I live in the Commonwealth of Virginia. I certainly share many of the values of people in Virginia, but I wasn't put on the DNC as a representative of my state. And so I think that is one of the interesting dynamics that's going to come, and it'll be interesting to see, you know, what in the end the role of superdelegates becomes. Well,
one of the points that Nina made yesterday is that this decision, given the recommendations of the Reform Committee, or whatever it's called, committee, that the decision is far from over. There's going to be a lot of discussion at the Rules and Bylaws Committee and at the full membership in the spring meeting of the DNC. And I think you confirmed that point, that this decision is far from over. So,
you know, I was heartened by the fact.
People who are interested, go to Democrats.org.
I think it's .org.
Yes, yes, .org, yes.
No, I was going to say I was heartened by the fact that the commission did reach this recommendations on a unanimous vote. And this was obviously a very contentious issue with representatives of both the Sanders and the Clinton
represents a real compromise.
It absolutely is. And so I think it needs to be taken a careful look at.